So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Try to take a shower here, guys. Come on, get out of here. Close your eyes.
No lime in coconut. You must put D-lime in D-coconut. No lime in coconut. You must put D-lime in D-coconut and shake it all up.
Okay, sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, good to see each and every one of you out there. Man, yeah, Hasbro had made those videos and was like, we'll share these here starting off. And so, anyway, good to see everybody out there. And, Packrat says, happy birthday, Miss Packrat. We were talking about that on, what was it, Tuesday night on our VIP show, and I think Saturday. So tonight might be her birthday, I do believe. So happy birthday, Sheila. And man, we got a good show for y'all tonight, I do believe. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And, being with us on your Saturday night. Packrat says, Steve got a little violent. Yeah, he did. But if you noticed, the Coconut CEO's one that threw the first hit. So, oh man, yeah, there's Sheila. She says, thank you very much. Well, hope you're having a wonderful birthday, girl. And thank you all for being here, and especially, being your birthday. We do have the banner scrolling down below, and it has the hashtag in it. It is hashtag HBN197. So if you want to enter that and put it in the side chat there, that'll get you entered in tonight's giveaway. Look at all these fine folks we got out there. My goodness. And I know I missed several of them there, and we were I know we always start at 10 after, that way it gives everybody time to say howdy to each other and all that. And Jose was having a little trouble with his audio, and so we were kind of working on that. And so sorry we were a couple minutes late after 10 after. And so, but anyway, appreciate y'all being here, and we got some fine folks back here in the green room, so let's go ahead and bring them out. And first in, we had Hasbro. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Billy. I had a really good but long day. I went about 3.5 hours away to go shooting with Kevin Hoffman, some IBS targets, and I did great the first half and stunk up the second half, and he did really well on both ends of it. So I was happy for him. And that's that 2052 he calls it. That 2020 he rebarreled with a Winchester 52. He is hanging with guns that are $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and he just, I mean, it's amazing. But anyway, we had a good day doing that. So time to relax a little bit.
With the 2020,
It's crazy.
And
I got my 2020 back today from the gunsmith, so I got a new barrel on it, but I got a lot of development to do. It's got some promise, so
good deal.
A lot of hard work yet.
Yeah, it's always fun to see somebody take a rifle that's I don't know if you can call some of these mid tier. There might be more low tier. And by changing a few things on them, Yeah, something that's definitely competitive. So
Yep.
yeah,
Best thing to do. Now I didn't. I got this one for more than 2.5 times less than what it should have cost new. But the best thing on these things is to get one used and then find a good gunsmith that can redo it and just throw away the factory barrel. And if you get it cheap and used, get one from somebody that doesn't shoot, you're going to have a really nice gun, but it'll never shoot from the factory. So anyway, good day.
Well, awesome. I'm glad you got to go down there and have a good time shooting with Kevin and them. And anyway, see, I think we lost Jose. Okay, see, we got Garage Guy in here. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Are you muted?
Just pull a hillbilly.
Oh.
You did it well.
Yeah, proud.
Thank you. It's been a really good week. We've been getting some thunderstorms, like I said, in the green room. If you lose me, it's kind of beyond my control there, but it's good to be back. It's been a few weeks since I've been on. Miss seeing all them familiar names over there in the side chat, and send a shout out to Mark Thomas. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And
yes.
Saturday night, Mike, let's have some fun, buddy.
You betcha, man. I'm ready for it, buddy. And thanks for being here. And yeah, our buddy Mark Thomas, he went through a little bit of a health situation, but the last I know, he's like recovering good, and so that's always great to hear. And thanks for bringing that up, Garage Guy. And Mark, if you're out there, man, you're still in prayers, and so. Help me. Says, made a good find at local flea market, Remington Target Master 510 in super shape. That's awesome. Right. And we also have Moondog. How you doing, buddy?
Very well, thank you. It's nice to be on the show, and I'm feeling a little worn out as well. I spent the afternoon chalking up the schoolyard for the big yard sale, the church yard sale tomorrow. So looking forward to that. And I saw that I forgot who posted there. They got a nice deal. Oh, Helping Man posted that he had got a nice deal at the flea market. Well, it's, hopefully, if anybody happens to be in San Francisco tomorrow, come by my table, because I'm going to be giving away. I'm going to be selling some of the stuff that I've been reviewing at the table. So
awesome.
Might find a deal there.
Good
Anything
deal,
spelled?
Man. Yeah. So yeah,
anything named
in the San Francisco area?
Yeah, nothing named after days of the or months of the year. Unfortunately, Hasbro.
I was good. Anything with Savorsky on it, or like that? I might just make a quick trip.
But I will be selling some Sfaboni binoculars out there.
Oh, cool!
I was using that spotting scope and camera today, and I'm just really happy with it for the application. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I cannot wait to get out and review mine, and I've played around with the camera just inside the house here a little bit, and it's a really cool setup, and so yeah, I can't wait to get out on the range and make a video with it. And so we also had Jose on here, and we lost him. I don't know what happened. He is visiting his son and daughter-in-law and grandkids. And so hopefully he'll be back on here. And Backroads says, wow, I'm still awake. So, anything by March, he says.
If Pack Rat does make it out there, I will sell him a March patch.
Patch.
That's all I got from March.
Hey, Dale. But yeah, like I said, was expecting a special guest on tonight. Last week when we had, we were talking about suppressors and the whole, deal that's going up with them. We had uh, Buck on here from Manico Expressors, and then we also had Zach on here, and that's he's from our local, my local FFL and stuff, and he's having a lot of internet issues and this and that, and so he was going to come on tonight, and so like that was kind of part of the show tonight, and he had texted me just earlier, and that they got a kiddo sick, and so he didn't come on because he's going to like do it from their FFL because they got better service there than he did at his house, and so he didn't want to have to leave the house and go do that. And look at there, we got Jose back.
Yay.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh yeah, we sure can, buddy.
Yeah, we're using the big guns now.
Oh,
No pun intended. Excuse me, YouTube, not really. It's just a figurative speech. Oh my goodness, my iPad got the cooties.
oh
Yeah,
no.
the cooties, huh?
Yeah, I mean, when I came back on, I can only hear Mike.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I thought because so I put the Bluetooth, I can only hear Mike. I took the Bluetooth off, restarted. So I don't know what happened. So, but now we good now.
Good.
So who's Mike?
Huh?
Nobody knows
Uh,
my real name. You
no,
just
no,
stalked me.
no. Well,
No, I'm joking.
Mike,
the
listen,
mic.
I didn't
The
mention your name. Yeah, the mic. I can
Just
only
spell
hear
out his
my,
name and his home address and say, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
I can only hear my mic. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
my real name's on my Facebook and all that, so yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But
Most wanted.
anyway.
It's several places.
Yeah, and that's been in like in this groups, and all this and that, you know each other's real name, and there's sometimes it's like, I'll let somebody's first name slip, and I'm like, because I did like, oh, I don't know if they want their actual name, real name out
Right.
there and stuff, and so I try to call everybody by their handle if I can remember, unless it's Jose, like, I mean,
And
everybody knows
you
who
can call me
Jose
anything you want, and just don't call me late for dinner.
Poster
Uh,
still on the post office wall. Oh, man. So, what have you guys been up to this week? Anything exciting going on?
Very exciting, man, with the grandkids this week. Been a blast, I'm telling you. Yes, last night I got into Chad's live stream, and I was just hanging for maybe 20 minutes. I was gone. I told Chad, "Hey, brother, have a great live stream. I gotta go." I was exhausted last night. So, but very happy. We had the little ones this week, so we're visiting
Oh,
with them.
yeah.
So,
It's always a blessing to have them kids and grandkids running around, and it's exhausting, especially when you get the grandkids, but,
hmm
it's sure is a blessing, no doubt about that. I know our school's going to be starting back next week, and it's like, I was thinking, like, man, I've been super busy. I've had, with the grandkids being here a lot through the summer during the day with me because I'm at home, and well, their parents are working, and it's like, man, I'd like to film this or that or whatever, but then, I just enjoy them being here. And now school's starting back up, and they're not going to, be coming and visiting through the week. It's like, oh man, it's
yeah,
kind of depressing, you know.
It
You know,
is.
especially us being empty nesters for quite a while, and so yeah. But Tom, what you been up to this week?
Oh well, it's been a busy week with the family. The kids started school this week, so I got both kids in high school now, which is great for me because I just have to do one drop off in the morning instead of two. So that's a little less hectic mornings for me. But the kids have been doing well and adjusting to back to school. It's my son's first year as a freshman, so he's got a lot to catch to sort of get up to speed on. But he seems to be doing all right.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
Well, when you say they're all in the same school, I kind of forget about where I live. It's like it's all like pretty much all the same place, from Head Start to high school, like where I live, and so you don't have those different drop offs other than maybe moving from maybe one parking lot over to another. But
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
that
that'd be
makes
the
yeah.
most of it, and so. But and that's nowadays. Used to, I mean, yeah, even when my kids are going to school, it's all the same parking lot. So
That's convenient.
yeah, I mean, I graduated in '87, and we had the biggest graduating class of my school, and we had 32 students.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, there's actually I think 18 or 20 the year before, so we had a big
Wow.
class.
Ours was 178, and my wife's was like, "Well, ours was 600 and something." Okay,
Yeah,
next.
mine was in 1977, and I didn't make it because I was in my second week of basic training
Oh wow. Okay.
for Dix, New Jersey. I graduated. I made all my credits and all that, and they
They
released
didn't
me.
even wait to. He didn't even wait to
No,
get you in the
they
base.
yeah the school said no problem. They released me. They sent that birth certificate, the graduation certificate to my house. But yep, it's been a minute since I. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. I mean, I remember we had one year. I don't remember. I think it was my sophomore year, I believe, and it was like in the winter time because like we were going to have finals like starting Monday or whatever, and anyway, our school had like the big like in the rooms, it was old. Actually, on the side of our building, they've remodeled and like added on and all that. But on the side of our building, it said WPA. What does anybody know what that stood for?
No. Uh,
Come
WTF?
on,
Is that what you said?
WPA.
Okay.
Somebody out there knows what WPA means back in the day.
Oh, from the FDR's building. You mean the WPA for
Wipe your.
works? No.
Works Progress Administration.
Yeah. Mhm.
Series. Yeah.
That's
Government
during the
project
Depression.
back in the war. Yeah. So that literally was in the brick on the side of our, high school. But anyway, we had like a tall glass window, and then at the bottom we had that window that you could turn the knob and tilt it back that opened in the bottom, so you can get some wind in there. And no AC, the heat we had was just the old boiler room, water heater, radiator things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, we finally got air conditioning, not to all the buildings, but it went to like the conference room, the superintendent, and the vice principal and the principal and all those, and like the cafeteria. So like air conditioning went to a lot of the building, but not to all of it. And so we were out there. It was like a Sunday evening. We've been out kind of drag racing and, just goofing off. And we're like, oh man, I'm not ready for those finals starting Monday and stuff. And we were parked there in front of this old gas station out there by our school, and a skunk had got hit, and it's
Oh,
stinking
no.
really bad. So
Wow.
we decided we took that skunk and put it in a bag, and one of those windows, not all of them were ever shut and all that, so we kind of broke into the school, and where the furnace room was, we stuck it in there. And come Monday, we go to school, and the whole high school, everything just stinks terrible. And
wow.
so we got out of school that day, but they were not happy. They never did find out who did it, but Bama Dad says, love those old Raiders. You just set pennies on them, and then drop them on your buddy's pants. Oh yeah, get them nice and hot. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Boomstick. Uphill both ways. Allegedly. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they built a lot of highways and stuff back then. And I remember one deal with Green Acres, because I like watching old shows like reruns and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And they had what they called the Lost Mail Day or something. And so they're like, what's this? And they're like, oh, well, over the years, mail got like stuck behind the counter or fell through the crack of the floor or whatever. Like, we got it all gathered up. And so, anyway, today's Old Mail Day. And Mr. Haney, he opened up his letter, and Mr. Douglas, kind of the part of the show, he's a city lawyer, and he goes, I got a legal question for you here. And he goes, what? And he goes, so this is a letter from the WPA saying I owe them $3 for a shovel. Do I have to pay that? He's like, the WPA's been out of business for years. Yeah. You don't hear much about the WPA except for here and there, and there's, but yeah, it, and the only reason I always remembered it is because our principal, like, we'd ask, like, what does WPA mean on the side of the building there, And he goes, those were builders back in the day, and they were government contracted, so that WPA stands for we piddle around. And it always stuck in my head. But anyway, and you always heard that story about the state or county worker or whatever. They got the job, and they called back into the office like, hey boss, said we're out here on the job, and we forgot the shovels. Said, can you bring them to us? And he goes, yeah, I'll be out there in a little bit, and I'm bringing the shovels. And he goes, well, what do we do till then? He goes, well, just lean on each other. Everybody standing around leaning on a shovel while one guy works,
Yeah.
Some old blackout blinds from World War II. Oh, that is cool, Mama Dad. Oh,
that would be a good place to look. If you ever,
oh my goodness! Wow. So, garage guy, what you got? How's your weekend been?
My weekend started on Thursday. High school football season is getting underway. We have what they call a benefit game. It's kind of like a scrimmage, but it doesn't count in the standings. The regular season starts next Friday, but my school is one of the smallest schools in the state of Virginia, and we played a 2A school out of a neighboring county. and wiped the field with them pretty good by halftime. That was a good feeling. It's going to be a good season. Also, a few weeks ago, I did a review on a Taurus revolver I'd sent back to the factory, and they sent me an email, and I printed it off and made a video. Taurus said they're sending me a brand new replacement because the other one couldn't be fixed. And I got it yesterday. I done made a video with it, but as soon as I got it home, I had to go through the FFL, background check all over since it was a different firearm. I didn't wait around to make the video to take the first shots, and I came in here, I loaded it, and I opened the back patio door up, and I tried it out there, and y'all will see how it does when I do the video on it. But needless to say, I'm happy. It's been a good week. And
That's
except for all this rain and thunder and lightning we've been getting here. I don't know what was going on. A couple of months ago, we was in a drought, had a burn ban. And then since July, rain. I'm going to be like Noah and start building a boat. But it's been a good week. I'm in a good place. I'm happy, and I hope next week goes just as well.
I'm glad you got some internet straightened out so you can be back on again, for these things. And so,
Yeah, we are here in Virginia as well today, and it's lightning and thundering right now, right outside. So,
yeah. Well, may I ask what part are you in? Northern, southern?
Woodbridge.
Is that near like Arlington or around in there?
Yeah, closer to Alexandria.
Okay, yeah, you're on the complete opposite end. I'm down where
Right.
Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia.
Right. Yeah, you're on the other side.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Steve only lives about 10 minutes from me.
Oh, wow.
And we go to the same shooting range, but we haven't been able to run into each other yet. And
you guys are going to have to hook up. And
Jose, does this happen to you often?
class.
You go into a neighboring state and everybody else goes the other way?
Right.
Does this happen to you a lot?
I think it's
yeah. When we were coming here last Sunday, Steve said, "Man, I'm going to send you some pings on maps so you can go and stop on all these gun stores. I told you need to go check it out." I said, I got the Miss J Delta with me. I don't think that's going to work.
Oh, here's another thing I want to throw out to everybody watching over in a side chat and whoever's watching, the replay. The 200th episode of Guns, Beer, and Therapy will be September 12th, the way I count it on the calendar. So, yeah, two congratulations, Mike. I want to say that now before anybody. Way to go, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, thank you. And that'll probably be our kickback to remembrance to 9/11 too. So that'll be
Wow.
that'll definitely be a great show. Yeah.
Is this a show you're going to give away a free Corvette? Is that what I heard?
Might be giving away a 9/11 commemorative pin or something.
There you go.
A Carrera. Yeah, give away a 911 Carrera. That's even better.
Now, he's giving away a brand new High Point.
Yeah.
You can't give those away.
Oh, one thing that did happen, my dryer went out on me.
Oh,
yeah, I
no.
know that.
And I had to make a return to the laundromat. And I actually did a YouTube short and uploaded it yesterday. It's just called Laundromat. And you meet the most interesting people in those places.
I'm surprised you're not married by now. You went yesterday.
Yeah.
I've done the marriage thing twice, I have some female friends I go out to dinner with and whatever, but marriage, I'm not going to say it won't happen again, but right now I'm good.
Boomstick says my nephew brought into work a shovel he replaced the handle with a crutch to make it easier to lean on. And Packrat says, "Hey Billy, how far away are you from Greene County?" And I assume you're talking Greene County, Missouri. That is just the county just north of me. And so, yeah, like really close to Greene County. I mean, other side of the county, but yeah, not very
Yeah.
far from there. So, yeah, if you're visiting Greene County, let me know.
Well,
My good high school friend is the sheriff there in Greene County. Been that for a long time. Yeah,
Mike,
so-
there's a sheriff out of Missouri that does YouTube videos, and I want to say his name was Hollis or Holman or something like that. I can't remember. A while back, I meant to mention that to you, but I just remembered it.
his name's Jim Arnott, and actually he just got accepted into the U.S. Marshal deal. So he's going to
Oh.
become a U.S. Marshal. And he's
Cool.
been the sheriff for several years up there. I mean, just a great guy. And you remember those episodes of, I don't know, was it Cops Live or not, I don't know, something live. PD Live. PD, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it. Or, I mean, live. But anyway, he actually was on a few of those episodes, like, while they were doing those filming and stuff. And there was somebody like held up in a house or whatever, hostage situation. And, in the video, like he grabs his 12 gauge, off the rack and pumps it. And so, like, he got known as the shotgun sheriff or something like that. And
Yes.
he got invited to a lot of stuff. The dude's been to NASCAR races to
Awesome.
like he's met like Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, at the Chiefs, in Kansas City at the football stadium, and all this. Like he gets all this stuff, and the dude's never been into any type of sports, none whatsoever. And he'll send me a picture. He's like, "Hey," and this was a few years ago. "Hey, I just met the quarterback and I think maybe the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. I know you're a Chiefs fan." I'm like, "Dude, that's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid." I'm like, "What the heck, dude?" He's like, "Yeah, we're up here in a box, And I'm like, "Dude, man, this is crazy." But yeah, they come down and in the summer and like visit, like where his parents used to own a resort down here. And he'd come down to stay, and like me and Ames go down there and drink a beer with him, and stuff. And we just talk about old stories growing up and this and that, and we have a great time. But yeah, But anyway, Hasbro, what did you have this week? Anything exciting happen? I know you got to go to the event today.
Yeah, I put a new barrel on the barrel that you sent my way and cost me a lot of money. The rifle, I mean.
I sent you a
And,
paperweight.
Hey, I got a wind flag out of it. It's gonna that barrel's gonna be turned into a wind meter thing. So, but no, yeah. So and I did that, shot a few things, and it was actually shooting pretty good. So that's good. And then, like I said, I went to that shooting contest today over in Owensboro, Kentucky area. And I just loved going down there. It's a beautiful drive through southern Indiana, through all the hills and valleys, and it's just a
You got
nice
hills
drive
there?
when you're not in a hurry. What's that?
You got hills there? I've never seen many.
Oh yeah, southern Indiana's got some pretty good ones. So, it's just real beautiful country. So it's like if you're not in a hurry, good time to go. So.
Awesome.
And then I got to pick on Kevin Hoffman the whole day, and he picked right back. So we had a pretty good time.
Yeah. to be fair to say, the times I've been on Indiana is just crossing the interstate, maybe going to Ohio or working, and we's always, more north. And so,
Yeah, it's pretty flat country. Like where I grew up is just northwest or northeast of Indy. It's pretty flat. It's
yeah.
glacial fields kind of thing. But
Yeah, I spent,
um,
I think, 3 months there in Indianapolis area working. And so,
yep.
and it was like, well, there were no races. I was like, at least it would be cool here if I could go to a race, but the times we were up during the time we were up there wasn't any races going on. And
Oh, you mean at the 500?
yeah,
There's a bunch of the small tracks and stuff. But yeah.
yeah, but there is a lot. I did happen to get lucky, and there's a lot of memorabilia type shops up there with if you're into NASCAR or any of
Mhm.
that or Indy races, and so I was able to get some pretty cool merch, for NASCAR stuff, and so I was
I used to
happy
get that
about
every year for Christmas, whether I liked it or not. My
that.
brother-in-law ran the company that supplied the Indy 500 with all their official merchandise.
Mm.
And at the end of the year, they just get rid of it. And because they come out with new stuff, so he'd give it away to us for Christmas. So
Wow.
every year it was all kinds of stuff, So
Cool. Yeah, I always thought it was. Now, is there where they drink the milk, right?
Yep.
Kiss the no, they didn't kiss the deal. That's Brickyard.
No,
Brickyard.
they kiss the bricks, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay, yeah.
the
But
Brickyard
anyway,
does that.
the
But I
same
think they
wasn't
do
it like the same family generation of like uh
Yeah, the
family's
Holmans.
farm that provided the milk, and they
Yeah. And then there's the Holmans that owned it. And at the time it was the mother was in charge of things, Mary Holman George. And my brother-in-law, he's pretty sarcastic. He goes, I'm going to marry that woman and I'll make her last year or so the best years of her life. And she was like, upper 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
she'll die with a smile on her face.
That
Any
may be
pace
why he didn't
cars
work there
left
now.
over? Yeah, but it was really cool. One thing I did find really cool about Indianapolis, out of a lot of the other cities I'd visited, is the way their roads were set up. Um, us up there working, every time, uh, I mean, back then, like we had cell phones, but like you didn't have like GPS and maps and all that on your phones. So as soon as I come into a city, first thing I do is go to the gas station and buy a city map, right? Because like I would get calls like, "Oh, you need to go down to this train station or whatever and pick up this bentonite, for like our stuff we use to bore with, mixing water and stuff." And so anyway, I just get a city map. I got a like a duffel bag in there. It's plumb full of city maps. From all the cities we'd visited. And anyway, I like their setup there because you had like roads going north and east or north and south and east and west, but then you had the bypass going around. And so it's like, oh, I don't want to drive through all this traffic, so I'll just jump on this bypass, go around, and come in on the east side, or whatever. And so it was a pretty cool deal. And the only other city, which they didn't have the bypass all the way around the city, but Tulsa was really cool because all their streets ran north, south, east, and west, and somebody familiar with Tulsa correct me, but I believe like the numbers going east and west, starting in the south, was numbered one, like 1, 2, all the way up, whatever, streets, and then east to west they were alphabetical. So if somebody told you like, hey, I'm on 300th Street of S something, you literally in your own mind you knew like pretty much where they were at in the city, and so that was a really cool setup. And so
Yeah, generally in Indiana, the roads are all from the county seat or the like in Indianapolis, the center of the city, and so you'll have like 300 north or whatever. It's all referencing back to 0, which is the center of the city.
center,
So when you can know where you're going, but 300 north will be an east-west road. It's kind of opposite what you think about, but that's at least it references back. So
yeah, and man, I've been in those cities. They got diagonals, roads, and some's one ways, and oh my goodness, I mean, there's some cities that need to really rethink their streets and their mapping. I mean, I mean, no doubt about that. But yeah, some of them's a mess to get around on. But also, pack rat, they got moved. They ain't found the rains there yet where they moved to. Boston's the worst to drive in. I don't know. I've never been to Boston. I've stayed
City's
out
got
of the
some
north.
small streets, and then just the traffic is terrible.
I've stayed out of the northeastern part of the country on purpose.
Smart man, smart man.
Yeah,
yeah, that's for sure.
because when I worked for that company that we put in fiber optics, the only two people above me were the two owners, and they're like, "Hey, there's this job in New Jersey." I'm like, "No, just stop right. I'm not going to New Jersey.
Yeah.
If you want to fire me right now and hire somebody else or take a different part of the team or whatever, that's fine. But no, I'm staying out of the Northeast." And so they pretty much respected that. But it was kind of a bummer when, because we'd work so many weeks on and we'd have like a week to 10 days off so we could go back home, right? And so, like, there's times like when we was in Miami, Florida, by the time we would go all the way back home and all that and then back, like, we would only got to spend a few days home. And so I was fortunate enough because the company allowed me to take my wife and kids, and they always got us like a two, at least a 2-room deal with a kitchenette, one of those deals, like extended stay type things. And so we homeschooled the kids. And so we would just like go to Key West. We was in Miami, we used to go to Key West for like, 8 days or whatever. And so, that made it nice. But I was sitting on the beach at sea level at Key West, and one of the owners called me and they're like, "Hey, how's everything going?" And I'm like, "Good. You guys about to wrap up down there?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, we're about to wrap up the section we're on, but then they want us to go to this other section and all that, and so what's going on?" And he goes, "You think you can be in Colorado in 4 weeks?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm sitting at sea level right now. Winter's coming on, and I'm expecting to stay in Florida, at least down south the rest of the winter." He's like, "Man, we got a job going in Colorado, and it's paying way better. We need you to get that wrapped up in about 4 weeks, head back to Missouri, and then take a week or so off and service everything, and we'll head to Colorado." And I'm like, "Oh, man." It's like, man, this really stinks. And so, yeah. But, yeah, that's when you're sitting at sea level and they're telling you, yeah, you're fixing to go a mile above where you're sitting at.
Mhm.
That's kind of rough news. Yeah, I did that for 7 years, man, out on the road, and a lot of people's like, travel much? No, I don't travel much anymore at all. I mean, I kind of got my share of traveling done with, and I'm so happy to be back. And that was one of the things that, um, being from here, where we have four seasons and got the mountains and the creeks and the lake and all that. When I was traveling, it's hard to kind of find. I mean, there is places that's similar, but very few of them. And so, like, we'd just be driving, maybe back home or moving to another state or another job, and you know see some hills and go down some hollers, see a creek or whatever. And it's like, oh man, I feel like I'm almost home. And so, what's the largest rifle did you all shoot? Oh man, I don't know. As far as a rifle goes, 45, 70, or 8.6 blackout, depending on if you're talking about ballistics or recoil. Pistol, for me, would probably be the 460 Smith & Wesson, which I love that pistol, and I definitely want one so bad I can't stand it. But I've never shot like a 500 Magnum or a, 50 BMG. I've not got those opportunities. How about
Yeah,
you guys?
Yeah, I
biggest
shot
I've
a
shot's
338 338 La Pua
Mhm.
and a 50 cal Desert Eagle pistol.
Yeah, the biggest I've shot's 338 Lapua. Well, technically 378 Weatherby I think has more power. I'm not
Yeah,
sure it
he
hurts a lot
does.
more anyway.
Yeah, that's a clear elephant.
I've shot it too.
Yeah. Well, I shot 81 millimeter motors. That count?
Yeah, that counts. Yeah, that counts.
And 4 deuce, which is the bigger two. I think it's just about that wide now. Yeah.
Yeah,
We call it 4 deuce. Yeah.
I've shot the M60 when I was in the Army. We
Yeah.
didn't have a range for it at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, so we all
Yeah.
hopped on the back of a deuce and half, went up Interstate 20 to 95 to Fort Bragg, and they had the qualifying ranges there. You had the M60 just like
Yeah.
that. And then on my M16, I had the 203 grenade launch.
Yeah.
And
I shot those too.
Yeah, and they had a range for that, and they
Yeah.
gave us these, I guess, chalk loads or dust loads or whatever. And I would use Kentucky windage because the wind was blowing like left to right really bad. And I did pretty well with it. I wish I could find one of those for my AR, but unfortunately, they're kind of illegal around here anymore. So
Yeah, a little bit. Huh?
now the pistols, 460 Smith & Wesson, great cartridge, like Mike said. And I did shoot a 480 Ruger, and oh Lord, I'm talking boom. You shot something there.
Yeah, that 50 cal Desert Eagle, that is. You got to hold that thing tight with both hands, and it's still going to lift up your muscle maybe an inch or higher. Unless you're a big feller, they can't handle that thing. And that thing has some kick. It took me like 4 rounds to hit the target because I kept going all over the place. And my friend was just messing with it. Said, man, you just cost me almost $50 there.
Well, my nephew, he went basic at Fort Benning. Is that Georgia, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were shooting like artillery, like doing different things, whatever. He's like infantry, and I'm like, oh, cool. I was like, so like, where you guys shooting at that? And he goes, somewhere towards Alabama. We didn't give a shit. Like, oh, okay. They told us it was fine if you shoot towards Alabama. So,
Yeah,
There
we
you go.
many years ago there for Bragg, the big howitzers, big guns were shooting, and some of those guns could go 34 miles, right? And I don't know what happened because when you're ready to shoot, you got the FO forward observer, and he's telling you you're not just right, and it'll tell you you call it on the map, that. And they had one of those big, I think I don't know if it was a 105, 108. That round landed like 20 miles in somebody's yard. They were cutting the grass. Yeah. The guy was cutting the grass. And he got to write him more. They're a little loud. And he said he heard something coming, like a lot of rush wind because you know, some of them whistle, but like the motors, they just like zoom. It goes zzz when they come in. So he heard his wind going zzz, coming in, and then he heard he thought it was an earthquake when that thing hit. Boom. But it never detonated. It was a dud. Yeah.
My father
And
always
yeah, and that thing would have landed in the house, it'll take the roof off, even if it didn't explode. The projectile is about that big. I kid you not. And it weighs about 35 pounds or 40 pounds. Just the projectile. So they would have.
Jose,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
those things most people call a bazooka, if I remember correctly, they were called the M80 Law. You put it up
Law.
on your
Yeah, the law. Yeah, the one shot, throw it away, disposable.
is that the same
Right.
thing as an RPG or whatever?
Technically, it is an RPG,
Technical,
but
yeah, it's light and it's called law light anti-tank weapon.
Yeah, we shot those at Fort Leonard Wood, but the ones they had, you could reuse them, and they had
Right.
they had old vehicles out in the field, and
You go in and target practice. Yeah, it's
yeah,
amazing because I think there's a movie somewhere where the person telling how you do this is to read the instructions. The instructions are there.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're on
there
it.
are. You flip it and said, okay, extend the tube. You take
Yeah,
the tube.
they
Yeah.
said that they
That's
made
right there. Lift and they give you like a close instruction where to aim, and then it's before before you squeeze the trigger, pull the safety pin, and make sure you got a back blast area is clear when you right.
Yeah, they said that those instructions were clearly for grunts.
Yeah,
Well, they always call grunts. It's like,
yeah.
yeah, like you literally they had to write all the instructions on there.
Right in there, yeah.
That way
Yeah.
anybody
Everybody
can
can
shoot
shoot
it.
Back in the days, yeah. How you do this? Oh, read the instructions.
Yeah, they also had this one weapon, and it said plainly on front, "This side towards enemy." Jose,
Enemy, yeah, that's true.
Cla-
That was
Claymore.
they call it the dragon, which it was like a tube, but it has like a foam in the back, and that was a protection when it fired. That thing came loose,
Yeah,
and yeah,
But
it
I-
says point this towards enemy target.
Towards
Yeah.
enemy.
yeah.
It's what
But
it
I'm
is.
talking about I'm
Yeah.
talking about the Claymore. It said on the front,
On the front,
and
yeah,
the side towards enemy, and
enemy.
then you run a wire to it. It was like Wile E. Coyote on the
Yeah.
Roadrunner
They
cartoon.
got those at Acme probably.
Yeah,
too.
the old claymores were like they were like half a moon like that. Yeah, they were curved.
Right.
Yeah, and he tell you got a bandolier where they come in, and you take that little stick, you put it in there, and you see they'll tell you, yeah, this side towards the enemy. If you don't, and they had a blasting cap on top. You had to move something, put the blasting cap, and then put the little fuse in there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
trigger on it. The drill sergeants were adamant about this. You must actually say the words, "I see a light."
Yeah, I see a light. Yeah,
Yeah, you had to say that to pass
Yeah.
the. Yeah,
And they have batteries. And you know, if you were in trouble, you go nothing and don't light. I mean, the battery's worn out.
right.
Yeah, it was like a little switch, like looked like a stapler, like a small stapler, but
Right.
kind of round. And you go, and it goes zzz, zzz, when you squeeze them. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Well,
no
one
light
thing,
and no ignition.
one thing I can say about like America, and and I hope I don't. I mean, definitely don't want to offend anybody here by any means, but
Too
you
late.
start from like when um we were trying to get our independence from Great Britain and all that, all the way up to like war stories you hear over the years. Um, Most usually, especially like with Great Britain and all that, um, if they shot the officer, the officer went down, then most usually what you would call like, I'm just using what I've heard of like army and all those terms, grunts, just your privates and whatever, your E4s, whatever, like didn't know what to do, right? And I've heard so many people from the military say, if you fight America, the last thing that you want to do is take out an officer, because that's the only thing that's keeping the grunts from destroying you. Like, because they will
Yeah.
come up with their own,
Oh yeah,
own stuff, and like, there's nobody there to control them. So they're like, yeah, when people fight the United States, they don't want to take out an officer because, like, that's when, like, shit hits the fan, because they're like, okay, uh, you're in charge now. What do we do? It's like, last orders we got to win this war, and they just like go in full force,
yeah,
Whereas with other wars and stuff like that, when the officer was taken out, they're like, oh no, we don't know what to do. But I mean, what they call the grunts or whatever, they have invented a lot of stuff throughout different wars that they're like, this is all we got, so let's up armor our Humvee, or let's you know like there was a I think it may have been even a uh reserve deal that come up with the backpack that they designed themselves, where they had two belt feed ammo cans in there on their back that fed the M4.
right.
So they could literally be mobile, and it was feeding out of
Yeah,
their backpack into the gun. I
yeah. Let me
mean,
tell you, when you're in, yeah, you're absolutely right. When you're in the field, man, you don't have it. We make it. That's the way we
yeah,
made it. We made it
Yeah.
to our mission. And I'll tell you something else. Back in the Cold War days, so every soldier in the military carry what we call a gas mask. We don't call it gas mask anymore. We call it protective mask. And ours got voice meter. I mean, you sound like a Darth Vader a little bit, but you can talk. You get close to me and you can talk a conversation. Hey, do
gas
this, do
mask is
here.
probably racist now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what you used to call it. Well, the Russian army back in those days, the only ones with the voice meter were the leadership. So yeah, the leadership only had the voice meter. So when you took out the leadership, yeah, all the soldiers they didn't know what to do, but they were lost. So yeah, they had no way to communicate. So they always
Yeah.
told you,
They're like, we were told to win this war,
yeah.
so let's do it.
The Russians, so they always tell you when you go and learn all this stuff, doctrine, always go for the guys with the voice meter, with the one with the home vehicle. Yeah, that's the leadership.
Get
Yeah.
them.
Let
Yeah,
me
you
tell
get
you
them
something.
first. Yeah. Hmm.
Let me tell you something interesting about the gas mask. Now, I went through basic in the last part of 85 and the first part of 86, there was a little port down at the bottom, and your canteens had this little thing where you could flip it up on top of the lid.
That's right.
And you had the little hose,
Yeah,
and then
put it
you
in.
hooked it to that port on your gas mask, and you had a little sippy thing on the inside where you drink water like that, because we would go through NBC training, which was
NBC, nuclear biological chemical.
Nuclear biological chemical. You're right, Jose. And and we would wear those charcoal lined costumes or uniforms and these big rubber boots and gloves. And we had to go to Fort Gordon, Georgia, near not Savannah. God, what was the name of that place in Georgia? They played in Augusta.
Augusta, Georgia.
Cause we would pass the golf course where they had the Masters tournament.
Oh yeah,
right.
And we'd go there in June, and it was ungodly hot.
Yeah.
And the medics had the right to come out and say, "Okay, it's a certain temperature outside.
That's right.
You got to take off these uniforms." And CO and first sergeant would get all tore up about it. And then here come the medics CO, and he says, "I don't care what rank you are. When it comes to this, I outrank all of you."
That's right. Safety.
Yeah.
Well, in Fort Bragg, every year we had to do a 12-mile roll march, 12-mile roll march, full pack, combat load in the suit and mask.
Right.
Yes. And I know people are going to say I'm exaggerating. No, that we exaggerated. So we have a long line, right? Taking, between platoons or companies. And you'll see this as a street called Long Street that goes for miles. It ends up pavement by 12 miles paved, and then the rest of them is just the roads where we do our practice. Well, here in North Carolina, you know how hot it gets in the summertime, like now. So the command sergeant's major was on his Jeep going down the line trying to catch somebody breaking the seal. So what you did, you look around, because you can look with those eyes, and you look and you see when the Jeep goes by, and everybody go, take it off. Here comes the Jeep again. You put it back on. And you will go like that, and you got all kind of sweat coming out of that rubber. Yeah. Right. And you have to wear that and combat gear and all that other stuff, man. We did that every year. Yep.
Yeah. Well, also, another thing about the gas mask, you had two, I don't know what you'd call them, but it was like give yourself an injection if you ever got exposed.
Yeah, that's for V nerve or G nerve. Yeah, atropine.
Yeah, atropine and panchloride. And if you got exposed, you would just punch yourself in the leg with it. They were spring loaded needles.
Right.
And count to like 1,005.
1,000, through your suit or your leg. You go in a big muscle like your thighs.
Yeah.
You have to practice all that. Yeah, we have to do all that.
Actually, my son-in-law is in Hawaii right now. That's his MO or what? Or I don't know if that's MO. That's more of a job or whatever. But
MOS.
MOS is gas warfare. So they get sent in first to determine like if a town, like if there's biological or chemical warfare there, and stuff. And so
but you know how we did it back in the days?
Pulled up your mask, and if you started coughing, you knew.
That's right. If you walk in an area and you see somebody start dropping, or you see a bunch of dead birds or animals, you go, okay, wait a minute. Because, they were supposed to be marked, and the Geneva Convention say you don't use it, right? But the only people that ever followed that was the United States of America. Nobody else follows that. So the way they used to go out there, when you go out there, you got to be clear, right? So you tell the lower rank, you take your mask off. That's the way it used to be. And if that guy start jerking, well, I guess it's not clear.
Yeah, I assume the sergeant or whatever is like, "Hey Jones, you've been the biggest pain in my ass this whole time. Pull your mask off." Real
Yeah.
quick, I want to say, and we'll get back to this. Get your hashtags in. Hashtag HBN197. We're gonna be doing a drawing in just a little bit. And Hasbro, he'd sent a message on a private chat. You gotta go, buddy. Is he still with us?
Yeah, now I will be leaving
Following
here
Hasbro.
today. Yeah. I got a long drive back to North Carolina tomorrow.
Well, he sent a message there. He may have already left, I guess, or fell asleep. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I've heard like so many of the deals is like the hottest um like boot camp or whatever. I've heard like I had a guy in Colorado when he was out there working. He found out I was from Missouri. And he goes, Fort Leonard Wood's like the hottest place in the world. That's where I went to, boot camp at, which is here in Missouri. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, man, they're like, good thing you didn't go to, Fort Benning or, whatever, or even
Fort
Fort Sill there in Oklahoma. A lot of people's like, oh my goodness, Fort Sill is just,
You know what
crazy hot out in the middle of the desert. And
You know what we call Fort Leonard Wood? We used to call them Fort Lost in the Woods.
That's right.
Because everybody when they went to do map reading and compass learning, you practice map and navigation, land navigation. And most of people end up being lost or misoriented.
Yeah.
We're not lost, misoriented.
Yeah, they would have to learn to shoot an azimuth.
Yeah.
And one other thing, Jose, do you remember the 2 warning signs for gas or anything like that?
Yeah, you go gas, gas, gas. Yeah, that's the way you go. Yeah.
Or metal on metal.
Metal on metal, yeah, cling, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
And you have the nerve. They got different symptoms, but it's called G nerve and N nerve, and one of them is just worse than the other, but they're all lethal. So,
right,
yeah, there's crazy stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people talking, like everybody. I guess I don't know if they still have to, but like when you join the service, you had to go in the building. They'd release like the gas or whatever.
Gas chamber, yes.
Yeah, but anyway, a lot of people have heard say like they've done it like for stunts or this and that, and they're like body contact, arms, legs. It burns just as bad if it's body contact. It's not just breathing it in, and so
yeah. If you shave that day, you'll know.
Here's a interesting fact why Hitler had the little cropped off mustache.
Yeah.
He was in the trenches in World War I, and his gas mask would not seal because he had his mustache out there regular like. And after that, after he got a taste of that mustard gas, he cropped off that mustache like that to where his mask would seal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why. The army you were back in the days. Now things have changed, but back in the days you could not have a beard if you were in an infantry unit because it won't seal.
Right.
Then he says Fort Sill, Lawton, Oklahoma is hot. So is Fort Bliss, El Paso, Texas. Oh man.
Yeah, and Fort Polk, Louisiana. It is, and if you don't pass out because of the heat, then the alligators will get you.
The mosquitoes were bad at Polk.
Yeah, yeah.
Seemed like you had a wingspan like that cover your daggone face.
Yeah, yeah. There's those mosquitoes that lift they're bodybuilders.
Yeah, well, the one thing about being down south, I always said, like Louisiana, some of those places down there, you can hear the mosquitoes coming. I mean, same way like in Florida, you can hear the cockroaches and stuff walking across the floor, just because they have no winter to kill them off, and,
or flying towards your head.
Yeah. My goodness. So yeah, we're going to do a giveaway here, and so get those hashtags in. And tonight we'll be doing the gold skinny knife. That's what we're on right now, and hopefully they'll come out with a new color here before too long, and so we can bring you guys a new color of a skinny knife. So make sure you get those hashtags in, just like Mike Williams did. I don't know. I think Mike, you may have to retype that in. You have a space between HBN and 197 that might mess it up. So if you don't care, retype that in. I hate for you to miss out. Anybody and everybody out there, and so. Oh, yeah, Danny says you can't have beards in the oil field. Porn star mustache is okay.
Yeah.
Seal. H2S is deadly. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to part Hillbilly. We got a long drive tomorrow.
All right, buddy. Well, we're
I
going
mean,
to do
Delta,
giveaway.
she don't drive because she fall asleep, so I have to do all the driving. So.
You don't want that happening.
No, it's not too bad, 5.5 hours. But you get on the Highway 95 South, and it's just boring.
Oh,
You drive and drive and drive. Mark knows. You drive and drive and drive until you get, and you see that sign that says Fayetteville, 68 miles. You're going, almost home. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's why. It's nice knowing the numbers along the side of the road, so you can count them down.
You can count them down, yeah.
Count them up depending on which way you're going.
Yeah, you're going.
And so, all righty. Well, let's do this giveaway real quick so we can go around the room and get these fellers out of here. And so we have 19 entries so far. This is for the golden skinny knife. You do have to be present to win. So, we'll give everybody just a quick second here to get them in if you're not already. And write this down.
Almost 200 shows.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, when I started number one, when we did the number one, I'm like, yeah, we'll just do this as long as people shows up. And, when people quit showing up, I guess we'll stop. And so, man, what exciting, man, 197 shows.
Wow.
And I think we're about 150 over on the members channel. So, yeah,
wow.
Close. Well, over 300 shows total, and looking at 400 here before too long. So,
wow.
Anyway, somebody give me a countdown, and we'll give this thing a spin and see who the winner is.
Go for it, Jose, since you had to go.
3, 2, 1, spin.
All right. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, only Jose knows.
Whoa! Okay.
Congratulations, buddy.
Well, I don't know if he's here.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll show up.
Yeah, please let him know.
Jamie's out there. Says, "Sir, I can't make it tonight. It's been a hot day." Yes, it has. Bam and Dad doing a countdown out there, and
hey, Hillbilly. I hate to, but I'm gonna have to take off. But I left you a couple parting videos for Moondog, so I couldn't leave him out of the fun. So, Tom, if you want these things, you let me know. I can get them to you.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Wait till I see him first.
That's right.
So let me write Moondog's name down here. So I got it in my book, and we'll exit out of this, and we will.
It's good that Mundo got something. He always giving things away, so you got something today. There you go.
So which one you want me to play first?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
They're not violent, so and there are no coconuts harmed in the making of these movies.
Okay, they're California.
That's not really what a moondog is, but I did that. The next one is really what a moondog is.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Yeah, German
Ah,
Shepherd
yeah.
was my first dog, so yeah, I like it.
Rambo. Yeah, I
We
like
got
that.
another
Should
one
have
here.
had a scope somewhere on that.
This really is what a moondog is. So I did it for that too. Kind of hung up there.
I don't know why it keeps pausing.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Much more subtle.
Try to. You might try to
Yeah.
restart that.
Yeah, the sound's moving, the video's not.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Hmm.
We'll
Huh.
go back to
That's
this.
good. Well,
They are on the side. That's a nice touch.
I
Mhm.
love it.
Yeah.
I love that AR flying across the sky.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Hasbro.
Yeah,
Right.
the only thing is the dog needed a lot of scopes on him. Like
Right,
everybody
you
That's
said.
fair.
A lot of
That's
scope.
fair.
Yeah.
Scope like a bandolier.
He had to have the March one right across his street.
And I should have done that and said this one's for Hasbro.
Yeah.
Speaking of
All
Mars,
right, guys, I got to take off. I'm
Right.
just about. I can't hardly stay
Well,
awake.
what you got coming up, Hasbro?
Got to get out. I shot a video today with the new Springfield 2020, so we'll see how that one comes out. I'm debating a little bit, but I got several things I got to get done this week, and especially some contest related stuff. So Jose and I got to really catch up on there, and I'm behind, and so we'll start pushing the America 250 thing really hard and get people in there
Yes.
because we're going to have that drawing coming up really soon, and it's just what, maybe 5 weeks away or something like that. So
Right.
we'll have fun, get it done. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
If you
the one.
don't have this target or the BB gun one, you can go to Hasbro's Hide and download it and get in there, because if you just shoot it and don't hit nothing, you'll still get entered in the giveaway. So
Yep. As long as you try.
I
All right.
want to get out there and shoot this. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, all. Appreciate
night.
you.
All right,
Night,
buddy.
Hasbro.
Great show.
We'll see you later. And everybody go check out Hasbro over there, Hasbro's Hide, and great channel. So make sure you check him out. And Tom, you said you had early church, and then I know we all Jose's got to go and stuff too. So yeah, go ahead.
Jose, you go
Dog,
for it.
I'm sorry.
You go for it.
Want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
go.
Well, first of all, I appreciate you inviting me to the show. I really appreciate it. It's good to see the panel and the side chat. So on Monday, I got a video at 7:30 p.m. Eastern at J Delta 22NC. We are shooting a 45 caliber air rifle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 53 yards. It was fun to shoot. So it didn't group that bad, so you might want to check it out. So, and then we're gonna have another video coming up next Wednesday. Got Wheeling at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. J Delta 22NC. We are testing a bloop tube. I actually call it a precision tube. So we're gonna be testing that on the Cocozilla. That is the Anschutz 54 1972. So appreciate you guys having me tonight. You guys be safe. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, have a safe drive, Jose.
Thank you.
Yes, you guys be careful on your way back home, and give them grandkids some loving. So Moondog, what you got coming up, buddy? Oh, real quick, everybody go check out J Delta 22NC and also his other channel, D Smoking 22, and subscribe if you're not already. And yeah, what you got coming up, Moondog?
Well, tomorrow I've got a review of a Ion Jet rangefinder, and this is probably the farthest laser rangefinder I've ever tested. It's got a maximum stated range of 6 miles.
Oh wow! So you did that one that was like what, a mile or something, or
yeah, and I was able to that one. The Ion Jet 2 had a maximum range of 2 miles. And I thought at the time that was the farthest one I was ever able to actually get, and it wasn't quite 2 miles, but I got a mile and a half from my own testing. And those usually tested in like ideal conditions, like maybe at a salt flat somewhere with a reflective sign, so to get the maximum range. But in real world conditions, I've never gotten anywhere close to the maximum that any of the rangefinders I've ever tested. And I didn't get quite close to 6. I didn't get 6 miles, but I got over 4 miles in my testing. I was and it was not even a good day. It was kind of hazy. So that and all those water droplets are going to disperse your laser. So you'll see the test. And this one has a ballistic calculator built into the rangefinder as well.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, it was a pretty decked out laser rangefinder, but it's about the same size as a regular laser rangefinder. It's heavy though, but it's not like a huge deal. It's just like a handheld, just like the one you use for golf. So yeah, it's pretty. Yeah.
Well,
it's pretty impressive.
6 miles.
In the day, the ones we had for golf, it measured the stick in the hole. So you line that up however the distance was, and that's how it measured, and not anything like they are today,
Yeah, the ones nowadays, including this one, if you use it for bow hunting or whatever, it'll measure the angle from where your stand is in the tree to whatever you're measuring, and give you all that wonderful geometry that I've forgotten from grade school, from middle school. So I'll just assume that it's right, and because I'm not going to do the long math by hand to figure it out.
Math's hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I have said many times in many of my videos over the years, math is not my friend.
Well, what was great about this is, for those of you who have watched my videos, usually I'll use a trail marker sign. I'll use a hill, and there's a trail marker sign at the top of that hill. And I've always sort of guesstimated. I've just tried to use Google Maps in the past, and then use that little the little legend on the corner, and just sort of guess how many of those bars up to where I think the trail marker is sign on that hill, because they don't mark it on the Google Maps where the trail marker sign is.
Yeah.
So I've had my earliest videos where I guessed that they're about 1,250 yards is what was my initial guess, and then later on I was able to find there's actually a tool in Google Maps that you can set 2 points and it'll measure it. And so then I guessed that it's probably closer to 1,400. Well, I actually used the laser, this time, and it was giving me a little bit over 1,500. So it's actually, if that thing is correct, it's actually 1,500, more than 1,500 yards away all the times I've been measuring it. So that's one of the reasons why I've updated my commentary on my videos is based on the laser rangefinder that I was using.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
All right. So
cool.
So check it out. I've got to leave early tomorrow to open the schoolyard gate and get all these folks who are doing the yard sale tomorrow at the church and the school set up. So that's why I'm going to have to leave you guys. But thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being here, buddy. We always appreciate you being here. And everybody go check out Moondog 2A, Moondog Reviews, and Moondog Travel. great channels over there. You will not be disappointed. And
Absolutely.
subscribe to all three, and he does like a monthly giveaway too, and so very easy to get entered into those. So make sure you check out his
And I'll
his
try to post
channel.
it up on here on the side chat. Um, I think it's okay. I was able to do it. All right, folks. Good night.
Good night, Tom.
All right, buddy. Good night. We'll see you later. So, Garage Guy, what you got coming out this week, buddy?
Well, after I get off here, I'm going to go ahead and upload a video to my channel, Glock 41. It's been a while. It'd been a couple of years, maybe longer than that, since I've had it out. And here a couple of weeks ago, I finally took it out to the range and put a few rounds through it. And it turned out really well. And I can't believe, how much I missed shooting that thing. It is a lot of fun. 45 ACP coming out of a 5-inch barrel is always a lot of fun, even if it's not a 1911. Other than that, it'll probably be Labor Day weekend when I post anything else. But I miss being on here. It's been some things going on, and it's good to see you guys, see everybody over there in the side chat. Shout out to Smoking Joe, who I saw over there earlier.
Yeah.
His wife, Jamie, I hope she's doing well. And next time I go to the range over, which isn't too far from their house, I'm going to stop by and say hello to them. And I guess I'm going to get off here as well. Mike, it's always fun, and I enjoy it. Thank you for the links every week. You're a good friend.
Well, appreciate you, buddy, and I consider you a great friend too, buddy. And I want to tell everybody, go check out Garage Guy 879 and subscribe if you're not already. A lot of great videos over there, and so make sure you go check it out. And we'll see you later, buddy.
All right.
And also, like Pack Rat, he threw his link out there, and so there's a lot of great people out there on the side chat that has just really good channels. So make sure you go check all of them out and support them too. We sure appreciate each and every one of you for being here every week, every Saturday night for Guns, Beer, and Therapy. And I will have some videos coming out. My leg is getting way better. I mean, tremendously. It's, thank the Lord. It's been a long time waiting, but yeah, it's getting definitely better. And appreciate all your guys' and prayers and stuff like that. And so anyway, I will have some more videos coming out. I got a mail call. I got a bunch of stuff here that I've won, or there's a few people that sent me some stuff. So anyway, I'll get those videos out, and or that video out of all the mail calls and stuff, and then hopefully I can get out on the range here pretty soon and get making some more videos. So anyway, I sure appreciate each and every one of you. And shout out to the members out there, what I call the VIPs, because every time somebody wins, just like tonight, Moondog won, their money for the members, being a member, all that goes into the giveaway. So every time somebody wins, the VIPs, they're making somebody's day better. So shout out to you all. Really appreciate y'all. And if you get time, me and Ames, we started a new channel called Hillbilly and Ames. So if you want to, go check that out. And anyway, appreciate y'all. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. Remember, God, family, and country. Make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll be seeing y'all again, Hillbilly Nation. I love you.